Big boy Batman is about to get reunited with his partner in crime, fighting. Welcome back. Now, you would have seen a video I did last year showcasing this massive Batman 66 from Neca. And I got this by pure chance. These came out a number of years ago. I almost bought them when they first came out, but I backed out and regretted that ever since. However, last year I was on eBay and found this one for an absolute steal, so jumped at the chance. Then thought, well, if I have Batman, I got to get Robin. However, the prices were just ridiculous, and I pretty much gave up on the idea. That was until fall of last year when Big Bad Toy Store put up a pre-order for the Robin figure. Now, Robin has just arrived, so without further ado, let's take a look and see how Robin stacks up. Here we are with the 18-inch scale Robin. Now, I have to assume that Big Bad Toy Store must have found a bunch of unsold stock because they are the only retailer that is selling these. And since this pre-order went up back in the fall, they now have in stock Robin and Batman. So fortunately, the price I paid for my Batman is still less than he is selling for, so I'm not too upset about that. But if you so wish, you can yourself get yourselves a couple of 18-inch scale Batmans and Robins. Now, again, with all these classic TV Batman 66, whatever you want to call it, I think I'm going to stick with Batman 66. The packaging is just so bright and garish, just like the show was. So we have Robin there. We've got the sort of Batman grayscale cape. That's a bit weird. But anyway, always with these things, we get the classic Batman TV logo. And on the back, we have Robin in a bunch of poses. Now, I should point out as well, I'm not that experienced with NECA, and I know that they have a bad reputation for their figures breaking. My Batman I've had no issues with, although if I were to put him into a pose, I would definitely apply some heat first because I do know that the joints do feel rather stiff. But with all that out of the way, let's get into this and see what Robin comes with. Here we are. Robin is out of the packet. Now, I am going to support him though. I've not taken any heat to the joints, so I've not had a chance to sort of articulate it yet. And I don't want to take any chances because this is an extremely heavy figure. So if it were to fall, I'm sure it would do not only damage to whatever surface it lands on, but it could damage the figure itself. But rest assured, once I get it heated up, I will put him into some poses in the future. Now, what does he come with? Well, obviously, this is a very well sculpted figure. So well sculpted, in fact, they actually do have a bit of a penis bulge going on. And if you're a fan of the show, I'm sure you'll be aware that the producers of the show actually gave Burt Ward penis shrinking tablets because they were getting a number of complaints that there was quite a bit of bulge going on primetime television. So they managed to include that. So this must be the pre-pill penis bulge version. Now the cape, it will lie perfectly in time. Obviously this thing has been in storage for years somewhere and it's all kind of wrinkled up. I'm sure in time those wrinkles will come out and you will be able to get a more sort of screen accurate fold on the cape. Now, unlike McFarlane, NECA had the good sense to not put scallops on the bottom of Robin's cape, which is of course how he appeared in the TV show. I have no idea why McFarlane did that, especially when whatever the dye they're using to cut these scallops is so off. It really has sort of put a bit of a dampener on the McFarlane Robin figure. This one, screen accurate, I like that. Now, a lot of soft rubbers used on the costume here. They've even gone so far as to sculpt in the sort of wrinkles on his tights, which is nice. Got the sort of nice green pixie boots. I'm not quite sure why they have 3 of the 4 sort of flaps are curled over, but this one is going straight up. Don't know what that's all about, but given that you're looking at it from the front, not a big problem. Now, what does he come with? Well, we have 4 additional hands. We've got a nice pointing finger, the flat palm, a gripping hand, and another flat palm. And I'm assuming that we'll be able to put Robin into a sort of typical pose with his one clenched fist, one flat palm. Again, that will require a bit of heat to get these joints loosened up. As I said, Neca has this reputation of their figures breaking the minute you take them out of the packet, and I can probably understand that because I had a little pull at these joints, and these joints are stiff, really stiff, so definitely going to get a hairdryer onto these to loosen them up a bit. So we've got 4 additional hands. We've got the back cuffs, and these appear to be functional. Yep, there you go, opens up and closes again. However, with no additional 18-inch scale figures in this line, I'm not sure who's going to cuff unless him and Batman get up to some kinky games. We've got the bat rope with the Batarang. Now, I'm wondering if I'm wrong in saying this. The other 18-inch Neca, which is of course Batman himself, came with this same bat rope and an additional Batarang, which is the exact same as this. So is this Batarang with rope? I don't know, but it is what it is. We have a gas mask that Batman did not come with, but I don't think anyone is ever going to display their figures with the gas mask on. This apparently just sort of clips onto his face. Yeah, it works, but not a look that is particularly appealing. And last of all, we have a fantastic bat radio, highly detailed, and best of all, the aerials actually function. So those pull up like so. That's a very nice bit of attention to detail on the part of Neca. I do like that. So again, I do apologize that I cannot put him into any sort of dynamic poses, or should that be dynamic duo poses. But we'll bring out Batman and we'll see how these look side by side. Here we are, Batman and Robin reunited. Now, first things first, they've got the heights absolutely spot on. So given that this is based on 6'2" Adam West, the Robin figure looks to be about the exact correct height, which is wonderful. Now, again, it should be noted that these figures have been in their boxes for a good, what, 8-9 years at this point. So therefore the capes do need to get possibly ironed out in some way. They're not sitting at all well, but that's to be expected given they were sort of packaged up for a number of years. Now, these are not toys by any stretch of the imagination. Now, I have seen 18-inch Star Wars figures at the local dollar store, and those are absolutely toys you would give to a young kid to throw around. These are not toys. These are highly detailed, articulated statues, in my opinion. They are extremely heavy, and whilst they do stand on their own accord, I'm going to have to source some stands for these because, as I said previously, these are extremely heavy, and if they were to fall, they would easily smash through glass or, worse yet, do some damage to themselves. So if you are going to get these, you have to get yourself some kind of stand. I'll need to look into that. So if anyone knows of a stand that can support an 18-inch figure, please do let me know in the comments. So, am I happy with my purchase? Absolutely. It always bothered me that I had Batman without the Robin, and knowing that there was at one time a Robin available did bother me. But now that Big Bad Toy Store have both of these now available for purchase, if you so wish, I would highly recommend you go ahead and do that, because these do look great. Now, in terms of the sculpt and the likeness, I'm going to say these are second only to the Hot Toys I have. Those things are absolute perfection. These are not at all bad, and of course an absolute fraction of the price of a Hot Toy. So there you go. There is Robin finally reunited with Batman. So you can call me one very happy customer, and once again, Big Bad Toy Store to the rescue. So hope you enjoyed that quick look there, and I do apologize that I couldn't put them into any poses or have them stand up by themselves, simply because these do require to be warmed up before doing so, and this is just out the box. This has been back in the box since I did that video last year, so these need to be sort of treated accordingly before yanking the legs and the arms and things. But nevertheless, I hope I gave you a good impression of what these look like. So thank you for watching. Please do like the video, please share the video, and make sure you're subscribed, and stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.